Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 52 of our Motorsport Manager Let's Play with our creator team. Today we head to Milan. It's going to be an interesting race. We've got our gearbox design, that should be ready. I've also made an approach for a designer. This lad, Toby Hart, made this between episodes. Really good reliability, decent performance, good at part fixes, good at pit stops. Low chemistry and low concentration, is a bit of a pain in the bum, but he's got good potential as well. He will complement Alex Gray, who's very good at performance, has good chemistry and good concentration, but not so good pit stops, part fixes, or reliability. So it's a good complement to Alex Gray. And we'll replace Rachel McAndrew, which will see a huge improvement across the board, replacing her virtually one-on-one. So hopefully we can get Toby McAndrew there. What's he called? Toby Hart. He's also British. I did say I wanted to have a British core. Right now we've got quite an American core with a French and an Italian driver as well. We've got no sponsors coming up, I don't believe. We've got one after this race, so hopefully we get a good sponsor there, and that will pay for Toby Hart to come in. He's about to come in now. We've got this race before our gearbox is done. Of course, that's not a gearbox for this season, it's a gearbox for next. Gearbox finished. Let's build our last gearbox, which again will be for next season. It is that. Indeed. So, actually, we could even do that. So, maybe we're well doing something like that. Getting an extra one. Don't know. No, it won't make a difference. That won't make a difference, so let's do that. That goes to 485. Does this go to 600? Yeah, it's so much better this, even in the epic part that we were going to get. So it's slightly more money, but it's better. So let's just build. It's our last part we're building this season. That's always good news. Let's improve parts. So let's start working on mostly reliable performance even. We'll keep going, hopefully we get Toby Hart here. Renegotiation, what do you want renegotiated? Oh wow, last chance, okay. Go with that, go with that, go with that. Really want this guy, so I'm throwing the kitchen sink at him now. Contract offer accepted, that is good news. Staff signed. It's a big increase on Rachel McAndrew's wage, but I'm happy with that for the improvement that we get. Plus he has 4.5 star potential, so that works for me. So we've now got a much better guy here, and as you see already an improvement here, so gonna go with that. We're going to just quickly skip ahead one day, because car will now have engine full, I believe, 100%, so let's just knock that off. Go with that. Working mostly on performance, so should see a fairly big increase there to performance gain, and we'll continue on. New vote started. So last place bonus payments, I'm going to abstain. Doesn't really affect us, so don't imagine we're going to be 10th anytime soon. So it's actually voted for, which is interesting. So we will continue on. We will go for 7th again. Let's go for, it's a 41 lap race, so hopefully we can, actually I suspect it's going to be something like that, so we'll go for 7 and 5. So I'm going to run out of tyres again. So fit parts, so best brakes, best front wing, best gearbox is on, best rear wing, and best suspension. So hopefully this works. Let's go into the race. It's going to be a rainy race though, I didn't see that. 41 laps. Hopefully we get some rain in practice and we can focus on that. If not, we're going for definitely the soft tyres. I'll catch you after qualifying, guys. I messed up again, guys. I forgot to do the weight stripping again for qualifying. At least we know it's going to let us do it for the race. And there was a dry spell. We were first and third during this dry spell. Again, the dry spell just lasted slightly too long. Did start to rain at the end. Unfortunately, they were all on their flying laps, and it just didn't rain heavy enough, quick enough. So it's just about unfortunate for us. We are going to gain 525 performance though. Going to go with soft tyres. I think it will dry up at some point. Going to go with intermediates at the beginning, because that makes sense too. Going to go for, they can take 14 laps worth of fuel. We'll go for 16. Don't think it's going to be that long a spell looking at the graph, but we'll take it anyway just in case. Again, 16 laps worth of fuel. And in fact, he can actually do an extra couple on them, so let's go for that. Take out all we can, and we will go push and overtake, overtake and push. Can't believe I forgot to keep forgetting to do that reliability thing. Anyway, nonetheless, we are 10th and 18th. Hopefully we can have a similar race to the last time, where we come through the field. Vial on an amazing start there. We do have higher top speed because we've got our engine reliability up to 100%. So, where are we at? So we're 8th just now. Back down to 11th, actually fighting for 12th. So it's not been great. Baseo down in 20th as well. So pace isn't there. We're stuck behind Painter and Sonainen with Vial. He's up to 9th now, overtaking both of them. As I said that, is this damn spell going to end? No, it doesn't look like it. So we're keeping it on high actually, but we're going to go high rather than high overtake. They're all on medium, so hopefully that extra little power that we're giving will do good, and the track temperature is low enough that push seems to be about the right thing for just maintaining temperature, to be honest. We'll keep an eye on that though, because we want to maintain temperature for as long as we can and make this stint last as long as we can, for as long as we need to anyway. Baseo back up into 13th. Vial fighting for points and is up to 7th, so that's money for us if he can maintain this, our little Italian stallion. Obviously maintain both our drivers for next year. I may look into bringing in another pay driver for the reserve driver spot if we can get one cheap pay driver for next year. Might not be a bad idea, but right now we're getting perfect setup, so that's what puts me off. Vial up into 6th now. His tyres have got worn away a bit because of that lockup though, really costing him dear. We're going to bring down on him neutral and tyre wear, see if we can make this tyre stretch out at least as far as the AI can do. Talking about struggling to overtake Kanjiro, he's never had a move yet, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Vial. Baseo up into 13th as well. He's got a bit of tyre left in him as well. Doesn't look like this rain's going to end anytime soon, so why don't we just go into overtake mode with him just now, and we'll go into overtake mode here. Go back into push mode. 10-second gap between our cars. We shouldn't need to put too much fuel in though, that's a good thing. Although I will, just to make sure we get out a full inter stint. We're going to pit this lap. So pit here, this is lap 9. Really want to get more out of this car here. 16 laps worth of fuel is what we're looking for. Lock up really hurting Vial. I think it was a similar story for Baseo. We're going to get another lap out of him though. We're going to neutral fuel to make sure that we can. Vial will come into pit now. AI will also need to pit during this stint. Baseo goes through, we'll bring him in. Again, we'll give him 16 laps worth and balance pit stop. Vial drops down to 18th after that pit stop. He is the fastest of the guys who have pit, so that's good. Baseo will undercut the rest of the AI hopefully. But he has also came out with gap in front of him, which is good. So Vial flies past Biseu coming out in 20th, unfortunately, behind Soanainen and Costa. It's not drastically behind them though. Vial's lap times will concern me quite a bit. Quite a bit slower than the car in front, although he is starting to gain now. Gained about 2 seconds in that last lap over Flores. So he is still the fastest of the pitted guys. But of course we pitted 3 laps earlier than them. In fact, this is going to be a rainy bit soon, so we're going to go into attack and overtake. So we're going to hit full wets very, very soon. It's down to whether we can outlast the guys in front. If they pit before us, before we have to pit, then we're in good shape. Looks like most of them are doing that, but they are going for the full wets, so we need to now gain during this time where they're on full wets and they are not. Or we could just park up right behind one of them. I mean, that makes logical sense, doesn't it? It's way too early for full wets just now, but we are on full attack mode. So as long as we can get past them and start to create a gap between these wet runners, we will lead this race. We are leading now. Biseu coming through them as well, so it's down to gaining a pit stop over them. And it looks like we will comfortably do that because we're gaining so much time per lap just now. If we time this pit stop right, she'll be in about 2 laps time, I think. Rain gets heavier. Well, I think this will be the transition period coming up now. In fact, this is actually going to be pretty much perfect. One more lap, buddy. One more lap. Pit now for full wets, please. And again, we'll pit for enough fuel to finish the race, actually. So we'll do that because it will save us pitting, worrying about fuel in this next stint. We will need to pit again for tyres, but that will save us worrying too much about that. We'll pit you as well. And again, we'll do the exact same here. Pit for fuel to end the race. Maybe need to add another lap or so, but it shouldn't be too bad. Biseu is about 22 seconds behind Vial, so should be plenty of time for a stop. In fact, Vial's got a 12-second lead here as well as he comes into the pits, so he's done really well. He might come back out in front. And we've timed this pit stop absolutely perfect, guys. We're ahead of the other wet runners on fresher tyres. And it's not going to be a long wet stint, so let's go on attack mode on both sets of tyres. We'll go overtake as well, actually. Been overtaken by Hashimoto though, which isn't great news because he is also on wets. But we are maintaining pace with him, which is good. We'll be much faster than these Inter guys for a good few laps. The reality is they should be pitting, but they're not, so maybe they are. So we'll come out. Is Biseu going to jump them? Come on, buddy. Back up into 10 for Biseu. We watch Vial here. He is in second. If we can time this next pit stop correct, we're going to need to make repairs though in the next pit stop. That is not ideal. I imagine that'll be the same for both cars, likely so. Looks like this might dry up as well. Oh, Vial and Biseu doing a decent job here. Again, just one of those what if I'd got it right for qualifying and actually done that. Weight stripping. Both complaining about tired egg, that's fine. We will be pitting fairly soon, so that's irrelevant. But we are starting to lose time behind Hashimoto. on, buddy. Oh, a huge wide run there from Vial. That was massive. Cost him about 4 seconds there. Not what you need. Right, pit. We need to pit both cars here. So, fuel up for the rest of the race. Fix. What's the time difference here? It's all engine, so that's fine. So we're going to lose about 20 seconds, but we're going to have a fully fit car to just overtake mode for the rest of the race. So add in an extra bit of fuel. Need to pit you as well. We'll do the exact same, because there's no point in not doing that. In fact, no, wait, there's 20 seconds between them, just about. So should just about be a good stack here, given the time difference. Vial is in the pits now. It's maybe a touch early, but it should be drying fairly quick. Come out on neutral. There was no stack there. That is good news. Not quite timed us right. Maybe a lap later would have been better. That's a shame. Just coming into crossover period about halfway through the lap, so I think we've not gained as much as we could have there, and we've also gave up 20 seconds with both cars in repairs, but everyone else has stayed out above Vial, which is good news for us because this is now inter-track. No way this is not inter-weather. We're going to see how far we're going to be behind Hashimoto, which is the judge of where we were. We're 4 seconds behind him going into this pit stop. And we are now 33 seconds off the lead. He is 19. So we've actually only lost 15 seconds there. In reality, Hashimoto will win this race. But as long as we can get past all these wet runners and make a meal of it, then we'll be happy. He's past Saudi as well, so only Blanc and Hashimoto ahead, really looking like they're doing numbers on us. We're back up into 5th. They say it was too far behind. His pit stop's just been too much for him. But Vial coming good, getting stuck behind every wet runner though, and comes out ahead of Floridi. So that is good news. They're on fresher tyres though, of course. Doesn't look like it is going to dry up. It's going to be a full wet race. But again, we've recovered a bad practice because of a mistake by me into a positive result here, with a podium, hopefully, maybe at worst 4th. So with 10 laps to go, can we actually do 10 laps on these tyres? I don't think we can. So what's it saying? I can do 8 to 10. Borderline. Let's go on to conserve. What can you do? 10 to 12. So again, we'll go to conserve, try and make this work. Got enough laps worth of fuel left. We can go just reduce to high, just to make sure. Vial lapping a bit slower than the cars around him though, which isn't ideal. In fact, we're going to have to go into push because otherwise we're not going to get this anywhere near enough out. It's not good because they're in rainy bits, so it's more a question of, do we need to pit and do the AI need to pit? Have they stretched out long enough despite us being faster? That's the big question. Yeah, what I think we're going to do is we're going to go attack overtake with Vial. Going to pit fairly early, hope that they all run out of tyres. So we're going to do one more lap maybe, because we're going to run out of tyres anyway, there's no doubt about it in my mind. So we do one more lap and then come in for a fresh set of boots, and we can stay on this sort of setup of attack overtake for the rest of the race, is what I'm thinking. And we'll do the same with Baseu. I mean, we're going to lose time, but we should still be in the points, and hopefully we don't lose enough time that it's crippling. do the exact same with you. Oh wait, you've got plenty of fuel, so let's go. No fuel stop for Bissau, just a quick change of tyres. Vial comes out, he is 20 seconds behind, but if their tyres go off, he's now got the space to just charge and hopefully can maybe set a fastest lap of the race in the process. This is all down to their tyres now versus our fresh tyres. Done a 1:12 last time out, so not the best lap there. Is he gaining on Becker? Yes, he is at quite a rate actually. Don't know if it's enough though. 4 seconds on that last lap. Don't know if that's enough. I think it might not be for fifth. But that's where we need to be lapping, is this sort of 106 benchmark. All their tyres will go off on the last lap, so all you need to do is just be close enough to them. Vial ran wide though, that's going to cost him again. He's ran wide a lot this race while attacking. It's cost him so much time here. And that will cost us being close enough to catch them. We would have been right there with their tyres going off, but we're just not close enough, unfortunately. It's too little, too late for Vial. That 5-second mistake that he made on the last lap, the difference, maybe worth 2 places, certainly 1 I think. Bissau, it's a bit irrelevant. He's the last car that's not lapped. Just the fact that we're going to run out of tyres, we had to make that extra stop. I think it was worthwhile. Everyone else's tyres were minced by an extra lap, and we made the right decision there. It was just not quite, unfortunately. Drive through penalty, I'd never seen that symbol before. Got 1 point between us and Boa. In fact, 2 points separating second to fourth. I wouldn't actually mind finishing fourth this year because it's not such a bad result. But again, it shows if I can get that practice, remember to do the thing in practice, we're going to be up there because we're going to be good enough in qualifying to get the points. And next season we're going to be so much better as well. So we've got improvement there to make, and I think next year we're going to be there or thereabouts. Got mail interview, accept interview. Taking morale over another markability hurt. Talking to that, what is our markability? It's back up to 100%. Unfortunately, their markability has gone down, so it's not at 5-star anymore. Got a sponsor coming up at the end of this race, so that is good news. That will end this episode though. We will do that sponsor next episode. We've got our last part design of the season coming out as well. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.